Hello, everybody. My name is MrGamingGuitarist, and these are, I have some more guests here. It's funny though, because in my channel I'm starting to get a lot more and more guests now, which is kind of cool. So, why don't you, I'll let everyone else introduce themselves, and I'm gonna forget the code names they made to conceal their identity in this video, so I might fuck up there and butcher them, like I am doing right now. Anyways, who are all of you?
What's up, name C Gamer. Royal Rogue.
Okay.
Jay Morph.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so you can pause that now. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I gathered these people here so that we can have a conversation about how we feel about the Xbox One 2 days before it launches. At the time of recording this, it is Wednesday, November 20th, 2013, 3:13 p.m. So, yeah, it comes out in 2 days. Alright, so, of course, everyone knows how, or if you've been watching my videos, you will know how I felt about the Xbox One during the reveal. Okay, how did the three of you feel during the reveal of the Xbox One? Because I fucking hated it. I wanted to burn down Microsoft. How did the rest of you feel?
I felt pretty upset because I thought they could have did more better with it, but they really didn't. I think they really didn't try to consider the players' feelings. They only care about what the company thinks.
I was ready to kill them all. Too close too.
And what did you think?
Jay Morph.
I think you're all full of it. Microsoft made a very bold decision, you know. In order to evolve into better things, you had to take risks. And they took a risk by trying to up social media on the system. There's not a lot of systems that have social media like they do. So that's what I feel about it. I mean, for the game, I know they were releasing the console. They weren't releasing the game. The console.
Console?
The console. I'm sorry.
Console? What is this, Green Lantern?
Oh my God.
Into this light.
On the console, they were releasing it. They're showing everything that's on the console. What's new on the console. They have not started showing all the awesome games that have come along with it.
What am I wearing these?
So I mean, you gotta give them some chances because the people who are doing the review are the people who made the console. They have other departments to worry about, you know, and the people who made the games will come and will blow your minds away again. So just give it some time.
So basically you're saying we should wait until they make something better or whatnot?
I mean, they already started making the Call of Duty Ghosts for the next gen.
Yeah, but that's not true, because Call of Duty Ghosts wasn't really designed especially for the next gen only. It was only made for the, I guess you could say it started out as a current gen game, and then Infinity Ward was like, oh shit, we need to make next gen versions of this.
No, that was a marketing tool. They made it for the Xbox 360, but downgraded it to the point where they liked the game, and if they wanted to see it better, you have to get the next gen.
Yeah,
it's a trap. It's like a marketing trap.
It's a trap! That's it.
But it's a trap that works. Because if you see the difference between an Xbox One Ghost and you see a difference of the current, you're going to automatically want to get to the next gen. So basically it's kind of like almost a mind tool, but it works.
Yeah, but that's exactly what I was saying. It started on the 360.
Right.
No, it was a production of the Xbox One, but they took away a lot of the next gen abilities from it,
right,
to put it on Xbox 360. So it can make a cleaner transition for people.
Okay, now I want to add a disclaimer here. See, this thing that we're having, I can imagine the comments now. They're probably saying, "Oh, this guy is in." They're probably going to be saying, "Oh, the guy wearing the Phantom of the Opera mask is an Xbox fanboy, and these three fuckers are Sony fanboys." I want to stop that right now because
Definitely.
at the end of the day, listen. You know, we may prefer one platform or the other, or we might like one company more than the other, but we are not letting us like it. We are not letting that turn. We are not letting that turn into a bias that blinds our opinions, because at the end of the day, it's video games themselves that are important when it comes to this next gen console. And yeah, that's the most important part, is because it's a next gen system and the games are the most important. So we are all here because we like games, and we are here because we want to play the games regardless of the platform. The platform is merely a tool to experience these games, and whatever one it is that's whatever one it is on. Okay, so that is my stance on it. So
Mr. Gaming Guitarist said, I agree with him, because you can't just say we're fanboys. We like games in general. When you can't just say that we're fanboys.
You want to know something?
It may be Microsoft and Sony, but we like the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One in their own different kind of ways. Okay, Xbox freaked out because they put media and stuff on there, but you don't know what's going to happen. It might be good. We don't know. Until you buy it, we don't know. So
yes, okay, so it's
like Jay Morph said, they took a risk. They found a solution. It was a sucky-ass solution, but they found one. You can't blame them for it.
Sure, Rogue.
You can't blame them for it at all. But
That's how the world goes. You take risk. People will laugh, but when it becomes something big, they'll appreciate it later.
I agree with that.
I mean, look how far Steve Jobs got. I'm pretty sure people didn't believe in the computer back then. Now look at it.
Look at Walt Disney.
Thank you.
They laughed at him.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
So I
Stan Lee.
appreciate their risk, and I'm pretty sure it will go in the long run because they're attracting more consumers. To think, I mean, honestly, I wasn't a Call of Duty fan. I really wasn't. But apparently, somehow, when I saw it and saw someone play it, I felt like, okay, I want to try it now.
now, which Call of Duty are we talking about?
The first one I saw the first one I ever played was Modern Warfare 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, if they get an Xbox already shows a lot of the stuff on the main page, like games and stuff.
Right.
I mean, if you're not a gamer, you never tried it. You see people, oh, I don't like games. They never tried it before.
Right.
Now, if they get the Xbox for a different reason, for like social media or like TV and stuff, and they see a game, they might see it interesting. Like, okay, let me try it.
Right.
So you know, you kind of catch me on that part. You know, they're attracting different consumers. I'm a businessman, not really, but I think like one. That's how I could pick this apart.
And that is exactly what differs me from. What the fuck was your name?
Jay won't just say Jay.
All right, so this is the thing that differentiates me and Jay, is that I look at it as a pure reaction as a gamer, because that's who I am. I'm a pure gamer, someone that plays video games, and that is the most important thing of all. Because I remember the days of the PS2 and the N64, where I remember those days where there were no menus at all. There was no user interface. You put the cartridge in or you put the disc in, on. That was it. And you can still say, I still think of it in that mentality, because the menus, the user interface, it just felt like it's just slowed down everything for me, and I just want to get to playing a game, because at the end of the day, this is what I buy a console for, is for video games. But hang on, let me finish my thoughts. So. And so all that extra stuff are just all the extra things that it does. That's all the things that are things on the side. That's if those things weren't there, I mean, I wouldn't really care that much, because we can get all those things anywhere else. I mean, fuck, it says Netflix. Yeah. I can watch Netflix on my computer, and the other systems, the 360 and the PS3, can already play Netflix. Yes, I mean,
Okay. I think you're doing things by a biased decision.
okay, so, okay, right now I feel like you are telling me that I am biased because I use a video game console to play video games only, and that's the only thing I really care about, so are you holding that against me?
Tell me this, do you play with others? Do you like playing competitively, or are you a multiplayer person?
Generally, no.
Okay,
I would only play multiplayer.
that's the answer. That is the answer. The reason why they started making extra stuff is for multiplayer. They saw it was a big trick that people like playing with each other.
True.
Or specifically online.
Online.
Yes.
So they
Except for you spammers.
I mean,
Go fuck yourselves.
For PlayStation, PlayStation focuses on straight up stories, good storyline.
Very good.
Campaign is their main focus.
Right.
Xbox saw the opportunity of multiplayer, and they grew on it. They made Xbox Live and such. So I mean,
so players can play multiple.
If you just like the campaigns, of course you're gonna side on PS4. And if you like multiplayer, of course you're gonna go on Xbox Live.
This just feels like we're reiterating what we were saying in our last video.
For you game fighters. You game fighters. Yes, we all know we all love you the strongest person. But guess what? You're spamming. You as a person that doesn't involve so much strength. Teleport everywhere. Hey, let's do something simple. Use your brain.
Yeah, helping rogue.
Oh wait. Yeah.
Stop spamming. Stop camping.
Since we're on the live part,
I do kind of cap too.
Camping motherfuckers.
On Call of Duty, like y'all be
camping
cheating,
and shaking.
y'all have no life.
Like y'all camp and wait till the opponent comes in, y'all kill them either with a knife or with a pistol. Or
like y'all just sit in the same spot.
Camping's not when you're being chased and then you get in the corner and get them. That's outsmarting. That's overthinking. That's what I do. Now camping is when you sit there the whole time, pick people off, you die, and you find another spot.
Yeah,
if you stay
in
the same spot for more than 5 minutes, you're horrible.
Definitely horrible.
I will find you and I will kill you.
Stop, bro. You're not helping the situation.
Hey, instant camping.
Okay, so anyways, so this whole thing is about the Xbox One. That's at least what I thought was going to be the main topic of this video. Okay, alright, so I still want to keep talking about the Xbox One itself. So, okay, how do you feel about the $500 price point? Because essentially, even though Microsoft hates to admit it, we all know the reason why it's $500. Exactly, and they are making it an integrated big part of the whole Xbox One system experience, and so they are essentially, they're saying you don't have to use it, but it feels like they are making it feel as if you're missing out if you don't use it. What do you guys feel about it?
I feel you, MrGamingGuitarist, because I watched a YouTube video about a couple of old guys who used to do this video game stuff. One said he tried to talk to Microsoft and their company about what they did, how they should lower the price of the Xbox One and whatnot, and give them free. Go remember for a year.
Oh, you're talking about Michael Pachter.
Yeah, Michael Pachter talked to the Microsoft company about it and asked them to give us 1 year.
To
they said hell no.
To add the extra value of $500 for extra $100.
Yeah, but they told them hell no because they wouldn't agree because they said they'll pay anyway. I was like, are you joking? You know how many viewers you lost? How many players you lost because of what you did? Like I said, I understand, but really, why is $500 just because Connect? They make it seem like if we don't have Connect, we ain't going to be better gamers, or we're missing out on a lot of things and whatnot.
Didn't PlayStation offer their system for like $600?
That was the PS3 before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, that was all in the past. We're talking about right now.
Okay, but still. I mean, they basically, okay, how I hated it though. Microsoft made an Xbox 360, and then instead of having the Kinect connect to it, you had to buy a whole new system just to play the Kinect. But now they're giving you the next generation of an Xbox, including the Kinect. They couldn't be a bunch of losers and give it to you, and then have another separate one saying, here's the one for the Kinect also.
Right.
You know? I mean, they've done that to us in the past, so I'm guessing they wanted to put it all together in one, So then, if there's a Connect game that miraculously comes out to be awesome and you want it, you don't have to take the time to go buy
I'd
another
really like
Connect.
to see that happen, because as of yet, there's nothing that uses the Kinect in a meaningful way that really is pushing it out, saying you must have this. So
There's Dance Central. That's really
I'm talking about like a AAA game, not like some casual dancing game. I'm talking about like a real.
What about the dance?
Exactly.
I'm talking about
Weird.
I'm talking about a campaign type AAA game that
Dance
uses
Central has
that.
a campaign. Yeah.
I'm
it has
Dance Central is not a AAA game.
Connect Adventures has an adventure.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Like things to the level of you know what
Yes,
I'm
we
talking
get it.
about.
We get it. I'm just
Okay.
messing with you.
Yeah.
All right.
In my opinion,
My standard,
go ahead, Rose.
my standard is they just need to take people's opinions more better. Like, hey, a fuck you to the face is not very nice.
Like Facebook
That's
people,
my job.
you may say crap at video, but we're just telling you this straight up. We think that Microsoft did do a bad thing what they did, but I really think, in my own opinion, like Sony them listen to their players' opinions, but Microsoft doesn't give a crap about their players' opinion. They wouldn't have done what they did.
There's a certain point. 'Cause,
Hey,
you know,
come on, dude.
You can listen to the
you
rest of
can
the
lie, Jay.
opinion,
Come on.
but you can
Sony
acknowledge
knows
it.
Sony listens to their players. What makes you think Microsoft cares about their players?
But hey, the fact that they
No,
listen doesn't mean that they do it.
Y'all don't get
They-
it. Y'all
they
think
can listen,
about it.
but they-
Isn't that a little selfish?
I mean, you're all right. It's a little something. I just wondered, like, why do we have to pay
I mean,
a little bit more
gamers,
just for a Connect?
And Xbox is a video game console. That's what it's titled as. Okay.
Yeah, I know that, but why
But-
so much just for a Connect?
But for Connect.
Yeah, it's 100 extra for Connect. It's 500 because the Connect inside.
For me, they
Again, they provide you with the Connect, the extra thing. They're
It's
trying-
still an extra. It's because it's still
it's-
Connect
it's-
inside.
it's-
Still
it's-
100
it's
extra
still
make it $500.
It's still like the same thing what happened on PlayStation
It's
3.
still $500.
The
It's the same
PlayStation 3
thing-
was
the same
100
thing when they had to
extra.
do the backtrack of PlayStation 2 games.
You know what? Just forget that.
The PlayStation 3 was 100 extra than 500. It's still a
I
downgrade.
thought it was
to-
600.
Exactly.
It's a lot of money either way. Almost $1,000.
But you
I
know what?
mean,
Just forget it.
Jared, what did they come with the PlayStation 3? All that, everything that came out with the PlayStation 3. What
When
was
you
the box
say
thing?
things that came out, you're like, do you mean hardware-wise?
Yeah,
or
hardware. Like when
hardware?
you bought the PS3, what came in the box?
What came in the box was the PlayStation 3. You got a 6-axis controller. Remember, 6-axis, not DualShock 3 at the time. And then you got I believe you got a free copy of Talladega Nights on Blu-ray.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Shit for your brain.
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
So what's the problem here? 500. I mean, you get the for the PS3, you got the.
I know, but I'm talking.
console.
But the thing. But I think you're thinking too much. You're comparing it back to the past launches, whereas before, Sony was known as they were trying to use the PS3 for entertainment in 2006 because they were really saying it's really worth it because it's a Blu-ray drive. You can watch Blu-ray movies on this as well, and it was at the time it was the cheapest Blu-ray player, and they were really making that as part of the value and the cell processor and all of that. Whereas with the 360, it was, I believe, $400. And at that time, the $400 thing was it played just games. But the thing is, that was in the past. I'm trying to talk about what is that value like right now in today's terms when we are in the age of internet streaming and the age of entertainment where so many people do it today. And what if these people already have boxes connected? Like what if they have an Apple TV or a Roku or any of that stuff where they can already watch Netflix and Hulu and all of those things? Why would they buy a $500 machine that already does that when they already have devices that do that when they... Yeah, I mean, based on today's age of technology, like what? Yeah, like what is $500 asking too much for someone that already has those streaming devices? or that ability to do it.
I mean, they just add that $500 just because of the Kinect and stuff. I mean, but Xbox One itself is a big step up. In general, I mean, they have a lot of extra stuff that you three wouldn't agree with.
If it didn't come with a Kinect and it was $400, would you still feel the same way about them?
I feel the same way about them regardless. I mean, business-wise, they're doing the right thing because they're giving you the Kinect, basically. So the reason why people don't buy Kinect games originally is because they don't have one. If they get the system and they somehow find a game that they like, they'll go get it, meaning more money.
Right.
That's true.
So how do you feel about using the voice commands?
They were not. Well, I got my Kinect. They weren't so bad.
I'm talking about for the Kinect for the Xbox One, because they're saying voice commands will be so much better. Would you be wanting to use those voice commands, or would you just use a controller?
Depending. If I'm like in the middle of a boss fight and I need to pause it,
Pause.
Well, I don't think you can pause it using the Kinect. Or you could just use Xbox Go Home, or back to home screen, or something like that.
yeah. Hate you. Okay. Yeah, but honestly, like there's some games that don't pause. Like when you use your home screen, sometimes they automatically pause, and sometimes they don't. So that's what the voice command feature is pretty unique. You know?
Would you use those voice features
YouTube doesn't have
constantly?
that, that's for sure.
I wouldn't say constantly, but I'd use
But
it
would you use them like regularly?
regularly.
Would you use it to? Okay, so
Xbox on.
would you connect your receiver to it? Your cable box or whatever, your TV.
Yeah, because
So you
then
would
you can
use those
switch.
TV
You
features?
can switch back and forth from game to TV. Like if there's a commercial and you know that program shows a lot of commercials and takes forever, you can put it on Snapshot in the corner and then you can play your game. If you're not picky.
All right, how do you feel about an Oreo cheeseburger? Is that what you named yourself?
Double R, Royal Road.
Okay, go ahead.
So, I'm just on these voice features. Alright, this one is voice features, yeah, you know?
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna break your freaking
As
leg.
you were fucking saying, please, before you three murder each other, and I'm not calling myself
Hey,
responsible.
three? I'm just over here. I'm just little mind.
Whatever,
So
just
the
go.
voice
Go.
features-
What
Those
were you
voice
saying?
features are really good about, getting better, Because, if I'm able to say it back like this, and like this, and say shit all I want to, I'm good with it. Thumbs up, because I'm going to use that shit. I'm going to use it.
Okay.
Because if I'm fighting somebody in a one-on-one game, and all of a sudden I get a call on the phone, pause, I'm getting up. I'm getting hungry. How many of us get the munchies when we're playing a game? Come on.
I get them a lot.
Hey, when I'm playing Xbox Live,
You run out of chips. You run out of chips.
Definitely chips.
I mean, okay, so normally, Phantom, you've been saying that you always use, that you're always good, that so far it seems like you've been mainly positive about this Xbox One. Okay, so how do you feel about you still having to use Xbox Live Gold?
wait, say that again?
How do you still feel about having to use Xbox Live Gold to access Netflix?
How much does it cost now?
It's like $5 a month.
You serious?
For gold member?
I believe so, yeah.
There's not.
Nice.
That's a downgrade. It used to be $15 a
Hey.
month.
Or $59 for 12 months. That's
It's $60
not
a
bad.
year, I believe.
That's not bad.
That's really
I
nice.
kinda
Wasn't
agree
it-
with
it
you on
wasn't
that,
it
man.
always
That's
that much?
really not bad.
That's
It's
nice.
always been
That's
that much.
nice.
Hey, good job, Xbox.
That's what I'm saying. Good,
Yeah,
but
no, that's better than
But I
having
still
cable.
don't like that you have to pay that Xbox Live Gold. It's a paywall behind Netflix and Hulu and all the other media, because they're already paying for a subscription to Netflix, and then you have to pay for something else already just to access it, but it's already included in the cost of paying
okay.
for multiplayer, so...
So this is a game guitarist. So you really you think like how can I say this? Do you think it's a good thing or a bad thing that that we have this kind of stuff and whatnot. You think it's a good thing or it's a bad thing?
Like what stuff? When you say we have this kind of stuff, what do you mean?
Like, okay,
All the extra features.
other features and whatnot.
The thing is, I don't have a problem with them as long as they don't completely, as long as they don't interfere with the game experience. Because I feel like they're using too many resources of the system to use all the entertainment features.
Right.
Whereas it feels like that power, when they could be using that power to make, developers could be using that power to make better games.
True. That's true. I feel somewhat the same thing, but I mean, it has its ups and downs. It does have its ups and downs, but I think it will be a good system.
Because I heard that I forgot who it was, but the developers to some game, because I heard that 10% of the graphics processor on the Xbox One is used by the Kinect all the time.
Wow.
And the developers to some game were asking, can we use that 10% for our games so we can use more of the Xbox One's power? And Microsoft just said no. How do you feel about that?
Well, I'm a little upset because they said no. Why shouldn't we? It's a risk, but we all take risks every now and then, don't we? What do you think, Rogue?
Well, let's see. Isn't 10% more power
Yeah.
Yeah.
from the Xbox's main power system?
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
So what was I say that again? What was the question?
Wow.
10% of the GPU in the Xbox One is being used by the Kinect all the time. And a developer was asking, can we just use that 10% and use that for our game instead and just not use the Kinect at all? And Microsoft said no.
I don't see why not.
What? Come on, Microsoft.
What do you think,
That's
Jay?
still trying to make more money.
So they're taking 10% away from the game if it's not Connect?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you think?
Depending on how much is 10% of them. No, simply because 10% could be a very large number.
Oh yeah, 10% can be a large number.
Definitely large number.
And then on top of that could be a very low number also at the same time.
So how do you feel about the size of the console? It's too fucking big.
It's fat as fuck. It's bigger than the Xbox.
I know I'm kissing that moments where I can bring my Xbox to my friend's house goodbye.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you, guitar, it's big. I mean, I like the controller, it's awesome. I like the headphones, they're cool, but the console's big.
How
and
much
the
is it?
batteries.
I mean, the thing is, like, in the day and age where things are getting smaller,
Why didn't look at
where
that?
things are getting more
You should see
smaller,
the battery.
where things are getting smaller and more powerful, why
Maybe
the hell
show me the battery?
why does this console have to be as big as it is?
No. But I mean, the battery's huge as hell, though. When you show me the pic of it, that bug was huge.
Not the battery. You're talking about the power brick.
Yeah, the
And
power
that's the
is
thing.
huge.
If Sony could you have an internal power supply, and it's much smaller, and it is supposedly more powerful, why couldn't the Xbox One do that too?
No clue. Maybe maybe Microsoft can do it in their own way instead of like following Sony and whatnot.
All right, so okay, what do you think of? Okay, you guys can start talking about the game. Someone's calling me.
Game wise, hey Jay, remember I told you about Killer Instinct coming out for the Xbox One? What is your honest opinion about Killer? You think it'll be some good gen fighting game for the Xbox One?
Depending how they step up their game, honestly.
Because like you do know you have to buy the characters. Because the only character you got is Jago. You have to buy the other ones. Did you know that? You have to buy the other ones.
Buy the characters?
Yeah, you have to buy the other ones.
Every game has their extras.
I know, but this is like a main part of the game.
I mean, you could buy all these new characters or old?
Oh, these are like you only get one character in the game, and you have to pay for everyone else.
No, forget it. I don't want that game.
I admit, because I grew up playing Killer Instinct.
Yeah, but
and I
they're
loved it.
saying that when you buy all the characters, it all adds up to a normal retail price. But still having to go through the process of doing that, I mean, I can see the pros and cons for it, but I'm not really for it.
You only got one character on a fighting game. That's sad. The reason for a fighting game is to have different characters and use their special abilities.
They're saying they're calling it a generous demo because it's pretty much it is the full game, and you get to play the entire game as Jago, but that's it. You only play as just him, and you have to buy the rest of the characters.
Oh, I get it, because new characters is the best thing.
Because I don't know how much it is, but I'm thinking maybe it's $1
if it's
or
like
$2.
25 cents.
So is there like a regular game?
So I mean, you get the game. It is the main game. I could be talking out of my ass here, but from what I believe, the game is free to play, but everyone else you buy them.
So what was you about to say? You think how much the characters cost?
I think the characters are like, I don't know, $1, $2 at the most. Would you be okay with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might. I'm willing to pay $2 for a character. I wouldn't mind. As long as I kick someone's butt, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, so what? All right, so that's so you talked about Killer Instinct. Was that the first game you guys talked about?
Yeah.
All right, what do you feel about Rise?
Rise, I saw the gameplay, rather not some of it, like what armor he could wear and whatnot. It's pretty cool. Killing. It's
You're making me sad.
Okay, how do you feel about Rise?
Right, I think Rise is a good game. I can't find that out, you know. Graphics looking good. Friends down over there. But funny thing, it's not because of Rise. But Rise is a good killing game. That game, like the graphics.
Hack and slash, hack and slash.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But I'm not sure about the last game that came out with Rise. The analog stick and trying to splash. So actually kind of difficult. I'm not sure how they fixed that, but you know, they fixed it.
All right.
Very good.
How do you feel about Forza Motorsport 5?
Forza Motorsport 5. So what do you think, Morph?
I'm not much of a racer type guy.
I race sometimes, but not all the time.
Okay. What about so I mean,
What about Titanfall?
That's not a launch game, so.
Oh, it sucks.
March.
It looks really cool though.
And I guess that really is okay. Anyway, that's later. Okay, so Dead Rising 3. What do you feel about that?
Well, I watched the gameplay. I think it's really okay, but I watched another video, but some people think like one of ING's people, IGN's people
You
said,
dyslexic fuck.
you know what? I'm tired of you, man.
Fight.
Comments.
Fight.
That's how I meant.
Fight.
I am dyslexic when it comes to spelling words, but
Fight.
think she said.
Spelling? You mean pronouncing words?
Just forget it, man. I watched the video. She thinks it might be bad because some certain parts in the game are not good enough. Like certain parts. I mean certain parts in the game. Like she said, sometimes they may freeze or I forgot what she said because
to reference a source, you were talking about Tara Long's review of Dead Rising 3 on Revision 3 games.
Yeah.
I think.
Because they gave that game a 3 out of 5.
Oh, that's a bad review.
3 is not good. Okay, listen. 3 is that doesn't. Okay, 3 out of 5. That does. Okay, a 3 means it's playable. It's good. That doesn't mean it's fucking awful. Like it is good to play. Yeah.
You're decent.
It is. It is decent. It is better than average or average-ish. Not kind of in that range, you know. I forgot exactly what their description was for that scale. But the thing is, I don't try to go off of reviews at all. But if there is a game that I am extremely excited for, or a game that I want to play by myself, the thing is, I don't want to watch reviews of it because it feels like those impressions that from everyone else will be in my mind as I play it, and sometimes I don't want to hear any of that stuff. But with Dead Rising 3, I don't really mind it. But how do you other two feel?
Well, let's see. Having other people's impressions, that can definitely influence what you think. Because you just now have a bad first impression. Let's talk about dating. You meet the guy's father, and you have your shirt off. Guess what? You got a bad impression. That's going through your dad's mind, daughters. It's going through his mind. So don't do it.
Oh, okay, so...
That's how I feel about games.
Now, what do you actually think about Dead Rising 3?
He's experienced that before, the dating problem.
Okay.
There's no
so how do you feel about Dead Rising 3?
Oh.
He means you, the rogue.
Yeah.
Oh. Dead Rising? Oh. To be honest, I haven't played it yet.
I know, but like from like the previews or things, like what are your thoughts on it?
It's gonna make towards an interesting game. As long as I get to kill people.
They're zombies.
It's like they kill more people.
Alright, what do you think about it,
Jay.
Phantom?
Well, let's see. From what I've seen on the previews, I think it's a pretty unique game because it gives the players an opportunity to be more creative, right?
Yeah,
they get more weapons and stuff.
And plus, he gets to make stuff and make it to a big rides and whatnot.
Exactly.
That was
Are
pretty
you
cool.
worried that it will feel repetitive?
What do you mean by repetitive?
Like,
Same.
it's the same
Like the same
gameplay, like, you start killing zombies just over and over and over again.
But don't you get to
It's
find the
not
things?
about killing zombies. It's about
Survival?
how you kill them.
Yeah.
So you have to find the
You
pains
can
anyway.
kill zombies all you want if you have different ways to kill them.
Because, like, the thing with those hack and slash type games is, like I get this problem with, I played Devil May Cry that came out this year, and I got really bored with that really easily, and a game has to be really good. It has to hold your interest, because the mechanics are essentially the same thing over and over again, but games that really do well in that case are, like, I guess you could call them beat-em-ups, yeah, like Batman, Arkham, like the Arkham series is really good, God of War is really good in that style, but would you say Dead Rising is in that same boat? Because I don't know.
Well,
I want to play it.
Campaign-wise, no.
Okay.
But just to kill time and just totally see a bunch of gore and stuff,
Okay.
to just blow people up, zombies up.
And slice them in half with chainsaws.
Exactly, you can just
Okay,
create what
so-
you want, and then you can wear all this different
Alright,
stuff.
so, okay, Okay, so we're getting close to 40 minutes. Alright, so I want to wrap this up. Alright, so if you were to, would you buy an Xbox One at launch for $500? Me personally, I wouldn't. What about you?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, what about you?
Let's see. Xbox, PS3.
You mean Xbox One or PS4?
Xbox One,
One.
PS4.
Like, would you just buy an Xbox One at launch?
Well, I don't do Black Friday, but if I did, I'd buy them both. Now I say fuck you and fuck you both.
So, okay. Alright, would you get an Xbox One at launch?
I already plan to. Already.
Wait, what?
I already plan to.
Okay.
He's waiting on the line at Black Friday.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
I don't wait in line.
Yeah, he does.
No, I don't.
Alright, so would you, alright,
It's
so,
the line.
what games would you buy for it?
First one I'm getting, Ghost.
Woo! I'm getting that Roman game.
Rise.
Hit me up
Yeah.
on my gamer tag,
Me and Rise,
Renegade
'cause
Joker
it seems like a
7.
really good game. I would love
I'm
to
very
kill some Romans.
decent.
I would love to kill me some Romans and
All-around
Rise.
Huh? Yep, all around player. Play zombies.
Like I said, I already agree with Mr. Game
Campaign.
Guitarist over here. If I didn't like it, I would give it to him. Don't get mad and start saying what the hell wrong with me, but This is my opinion. If I don't like it, I might just get the system tomorrow.
See, like, would I pay $500 for it? No. But if my roommate wants to give it for me for free, sure, I'll take it. But, so yeah, I would get Dead Rising 3, Forza, and Rise. But, yeah. So, you guys have any final thoughts?
For all you fanboys out there, stop fanboying and play a game. You know what? Go date a girl.
Okay, what about you?
I say, you Xbox players out there, just give, you know what? Just go buy an Xbox and try it out. Xbox, go out when it comes out, try it. Don't just say it's bad. Go out, buy it, play the game, try it. You like it? That's good, you know? Oh well, sucks to be you.
Alright, your final thoughts?
No, I'm allergic to BS. Okay.
You little douche.
If I was allergic to bullshit, I would overdose on Allegra.
I was on some bullshit. I'm allergic to all three of you guys.
Alright, so
I'll just kill you the way, so that's okay.
Shut up.
Alright, so what were we saying?
Oh no, just saying I'm allergic to him.
No, okay, do you have any final things to say?
Oh, well, no, not really. I mean, I'm just the optimistic one. I fight for freedom.
Sure you do.
He's anonymous.
Okay, well, are any of you guys on Twitter or Facebook or any social medias if you guys want to plug anything that you're in?
Facebook it.
Alright, where can people find you on Facebook?
My Facebook, Roll Smith. Gotcha.
Alright, where would people find you on Twitter or Facebook or
I
Xbox Live?
am going to make me one as just me. That in my Moore suit.
Okay,
That's
so
Jay Moore. So you can hit me up in about a week or two on our next broadcast.
alright, so what about you? Do you have an Xbox Live gamer tag?
My Xbox like game tag is gonna go to Samurai.
Oh yeah, gamer tag. Renegade Joker, hit me up.
Alright, what's yours? And this is on Xbox Live, to be clear, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on Xbox Live.
Do you have an Xbox Live gamer tag?
Yeah, you do.
What is it?
He means you, doofus.
If you want to give it out.
You want to give out your Xbox gaming tag?
Yoko.
Alright, mine is just Gaming Guitarist. So yeah, I will, if you want to add me, I don't know because I almost never turn on my 360 anymore,
Yeah,
but
play Pokemon.
if I ever do end up playing the Xbox One, okay, well, yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Hey.
Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think.
Hey, don't post no freaking fanboys.
And if you like it, then give it a thumbs up. If you dislike it, give it a thumbs down. Leave a comment, share your thoughts. If you appreciate the effort, if you could approve anything, like what do you think we could improve on? Any constructive criticism, any of that stuff. So I will
Just leave some
see
stuff
you
for
guys.
us.
All right, I will see you guys in the next video.
Like I said,
Fanboys,
don't call us fans.
And please subscribe to me if you haven't done so already. It really helps me out. Goodbye.